Okay, I'm not sure if we're live. Let me double check if I did it the correct way. I'm gonna go to the YouTube studio live. Yep, seems like we are live. And in this video, I'm just gonna react on some videos, and hopefully we're gonna discover how to run profitable ads once and for all. So let's let's get into it. I've selected some videos for you, and I'm just gonna react to the videos and I'm gonna share my opinion. I'm not sure if anybody else is doing live streams on Facebook ads, but I'm just curious to find out like what some of my colleagues or some of the other YouTube gurus, Facebook ads gurus on YouTube or whatever are doing. I don't consider myself a guru yet, but you can help me become one if you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. We're gonna start with a video from Dan Henry. He says he spent $7 million on paid ads, and he's gonna share what he learned. Did he spend $7 million on ads? I actually believe this guy because I've seen many of his ads. So I think this is legit. So at least the headline. So let's see what he has to say. Yeah, that was legit. He shared the ad account. For people running agencies or working with clients or independent contractors, they're not able to share the screen this way, but that seemed like super legit. He went with his like GoPro. Yeah, that's actually true. A lot of people on Facebook talk about Facebook ads, but they never spend any money on Facebook ads. They just make videos. Or in some of the cases, many of the people who are here on YouTube, they used to do Facebook ads, but their channels grew, and right now they're not doing the Facebook ads themselves. They're just they're just kind of like using the YouTube cloud to sell agency services, which is fine. I believe this is fine. So this is the reality. This is the reality that we all face. I have to say. Now the next thing. Let's play. I believe this is the case. I believe this is like a very important marketing fundamental that anybody running Facebook ads should implement. And this is offer is everything. If you have a good offer, it's gonna be really easy for you to create ads, and it's gonna be really easy for you to scale this offer to infinity. So the idea when running ads or doing anything with Facebook ads, spending money on advertising, is to just figure out a killer offer. Because once your offer is killer, everything else becomes easy. It's easy to brainstorm ideas for ads. It's easy to brainstorm ad angles. It's easy to get other people to talk about your offer because it's so amazing. So Okay, so the cost per ticket on that was around $81, and from what I could see from the screen, he had like 81 tickets. So, which is, I believe, for a high ticket good. But split testing little things like the color jacket, like just like little improvements can make a huge difference. That's why if you have a winner ad already, don't completely like start from scratch. You can do like small tweaks to the ad instead of like, for example, if you have an ad and let's say the same example, you're on the picture and you're with a black jacket, try turning it green, blue, white, or just like changing a headline or changing like one little element that will make your ad pop. And whenever like creating the ad, like different things will just like resonate with different people, and this is something very good to test with your ads in general, right? I agree. I agree. I have a client right now, and we're using a tracking software to track his like conversions, and just there are like different attribution models, and different attribution models will show different data, right? And to be honest with you, it's good to have a third party tracking solution. However, the third party tracking solution won't have the exact tools and features just to track the purchase. Even like Facebook ad, even like nothing is that advanced because there are like so many little things that come to play when we try to track things from Facebook ads. So it's not like black and white. It's not that easy to say, oh, this is the best tracking software. In many cases, Facebook ads dashboard will be like the best way to track purchases if you have your conversion Facebook pixel setup and the conversion API the CAPI setup. So this is something to consider. Like you can look at the data, but the data is not always accurate, and this is just the reality. I can agree with that because I had many clients so far, and we were just not 100% sure uh, of the data we're reading, right? The data we're reading because the data is skewed by um, a lot of things. For example, the iOS 14 update, you're not exactly sure if like it is gonna be a server-side conversion or a pixel conversion or whatever. So you're not 100% sure. And there are also like many different entry points to the business. For example, let's see if somebody see your ad, he starts reading the copy, and if they wanna buy from you, they go to your website. They start reading, but at the very last moment, somebody texts them and they forget for like a week. But then they find you on social media randomly, or just like they find you, they follow your page, and they start browsing your content, or they start reading your blog or watching your YouTube videos. And if at the very end of the day this person buy, who gets the conversion? Is it Facebook? Is it the blog? Is it the search engine optimization? Because there's gonna be different touch points. So how do you attribute the conversion, right? Yeah. By the way, Sam Owens Mastermind is just was sick. Like this guy quit. Sam Owens quit, If you're watching this live stream and if you know Sam Owens, let him know that I want him back. I want Sam Owens back on YouTube, and I'm gonna spend all my money to join his mastermind. And yeah, he says something very smart. Take a look at how much money you're investing into ads, and take a look at how much money you have at your bank account at the very end of the month. And he just like do the simple mathematics. And he's gonna give the example about Alex Becker. So let's see what he's gonna say. This is a very smart. It takes a lot of like a lot of effort to set it up in some cases. But if you could set up a separate funnel just for ads, go ahead and do it. It's gonna save you like a lot of money on one of those like tracking softwares. But it also happened. It also happened with me. I was like marketing my online course, and I was spending like money on ads, and I was like, I'm not sure if those people are watching my YouTube channel and buying. But when I stopped the ads, pretty much the sales stopped. So ads, Facebook ads, do work, and they're extremely powerful. I think that was like amazing, amazing, amazing point. I cannot say it better. Thank you, Dan Henry. This is great. This is great stuff. Like, if you think about it, a lot of brands do it. They say the same message in a very, very different way. It's kind of like getting your foot at the door, right? Americans say that get your foot in the door, and you can do that through a low ticket offer, or you can do it like with there are like a lot of ways to do it, but you're just trying to. The main idea here is to start building trust and start establishing yourself as an authority, because you have to earn it somehow. For anybody like out there who is unfamiliar to your brand, you're gonna be a nobody, and this is how you actually get started. I think it's a very, very good idea. Yeah, and he is doing a pitch at the very end of the video. Now let's read some of the comments. Let's see how people feel about it. Let's see how people feel about it. Thank you so much, Rich Wisdom. This is so true. I generated several hundred sales in 2024, largely connected to my advertising, and it was rinse and repeat, solving one specific problem. The year I'm solving another specific problem and will ask for small commitment via ads, never a big ask to a broad audience. Because when you go to a broad audience, like it's just it could go like in very in like, I'm gonna say it like this: cold audience, broad audience is hardcore. If you manage to convert uh like cold audience, you're gonna make a bunch of money. That's for sure. But it is not that easy. Yeah. This guy says only $7 million. Those are rookie numbers. I spent $2 million per month on ads. For your own personal offer or for clients. Okay, so and they have a discussion, right? This guy says, so you own $100 million your business, and there is a discussion. Yeah, I agree. Like, for example, I spent like 10 millions on ads or even more, but most of it was like my clients' money, right? I was paid to manage their campaigns, and this is just the reality, guys. I cannot stand here and say, oh, I'm like the guru of the gurus. Just follow me. I believe Dan Henry. I always like Dan Henry because it's not like I met him or something. I saw him on a conference like 3 or 4 years ago. I went on the ClickFunnels conference. However, I believe Dan Henry has a solid marketing foundations. That's why I like this video. In terms of like his personal life and like stuff he does, personally, I don't fully agree. However, I believe his marketing knowledge is on point. He's honest about his numbers. And I believe he's one of the few people out there right now who gives like quality content. So make sure you subscribe to Dan Henry. And yeah, I watched this. I almost watched this yesterday. Yeah, no, I watched the whole thing, the Iman Ghazi and like the Dan Henry interview, and I believe he did an amazing job. Okay, now let's react to the next video. It's from Ben Heath. We are debunking the worst Facebook ads myths. And on the thumbnail, he has this: you can sell directly. You can't sell directly. You can sell directly. So we're gonna learn how to sell directly. And Ben Heath is usually the biggest Facebook ads channel. Probably you know about Ben Heath, but you never heard about me. So I hope this changes. And now go ahead and subscribe to my channel so I could beat Ben Heath in subscriber. That's never happening, bro. That's never happening. I know that. Now let's play the video. Let's debunk the Facebook ads myth and let's see if we're gonna learn something. Yeah, so he spent 100 mil on Facebook ads compared to Dan Henry only spending like $7 million on Facebook ads. So maybe me and Dan Henry, we need to spend more on ads. However, did he spend his own money? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. And let's see the video. Yeah, I believe Ben Heath has a very successful Facebook ad agency because he has a huge brand. He has a huge brand. I believe like 350 people for the Facebook ads, and this is like enormous, and that's how he gets a lot of clients. And this is kind of like why he's successful with the agency. In terms of like how good is the agency, I cannot really speak about it, but let's see what he has to say. I like how Ben Heat is using exactly the same fonts that are on the Apple website. I'm not sure if that's on purpose. Okay, I completely agree. A lot of people think that targeting will kind of like save the day. And if you just like dial in the proper targeting, you're going to make a bunch of money. However, Facebook ads are just a delivery system, like, right? You're trying to deliver the right message in front of the right audience. So once the right audience see your ad, pretty much you're targeting right. I also believe in 2025 it will be very difficult to just mess up your targeting. You need to be extremely unaware of how to run ads. You need to make a lot of mistakes with the targeting. Target like super narrow, or if you I don't think you're gonna make a mistake if you go broad. However, I think you should kind of like use your ad to target, like use your ad to coach your perfect audience, use your ad to describe the best problem that your audience have, or just like to grab the attention of the right audience. So this is just kind of like the hook. He makes the point that you need to invest a lot in the offer, and I truly believe in the first video I showed, the Dan Henry video, I believe that offer is the most important thing you could focus your attention on, and this is just the reality. So maybe instead of like, but I don't say targeting is not important. I say it's important. You need to know what you're doing on the targeting, because different businesses have different like goals. And for example, in many cases, knowing how to do the retargeting properly, which is still targeting, can give you like a very huge boost in terms of like numbers of conversion and reducing the cost per conversion. Now let's see myth number 2. Um, on the model link on Facebook ads, yeah, it's always good to model. However, like if you want to create like a true killer ad, sometimes you just need volume. Sometimes you just need to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. And this is just the reality because you're playing with the algorithm. If you're constantly modeling ads, you might get mediocre results. So you need to both. You need to do both. I believe modeling is good. It's gonna give you a good start. However, if you are, let's say, running ads for your business, or like if you're a media bar, you should always have a sense of what will work without even like going to the Facebook ads library. You should know what are your best ads. And what I told you earlier in the video, like just like if you have a winner ad, you can just like retweak it and just remodel the winning ad and just go from there. However, modeling, like a lot of people are modeling, and it's just not as effective as it used to be because every ad on the internet is exactly the same. And this is just a reality. So model consciously. Okay, on the small budget, I believe like if you're not using Facebook ads to like advertise your business, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. No matter the business you have. For example, right now I'm doing a net for like a local offering. Let's call it a local offering. And I'm doing like a very small ad somewhere around the world. I won't share the name of the place, but it cost me, I think, 50 cents to reach 1,000 people, which is insane. Which is insane. The, for example, my mom, she has a business. She doesn't have a huge budget, but she's spending at least, I think, maybe $3 to $5 per day, which is not a lot, but it's something. It's getting the word out there. No, regardless the size of your business, like if you cannot, the lowest you could spend on Facebook ads, I think is like $1 per day. So if that's all you have, start with like $1 per day, but be consistent for the whole year. So let's say for $1, depending on where you live, like maybe you're gonna, if you live in Los Angeles, you're gonna reach, I don't know, maybe like 11 people. If you live in like Berlin, you're gonna reach 22 people. However, at the very end of the month, a lot more people will get to know your business. It might not return in conversions immediately, but it's just like very, very cheap attention. So something to consider for your business. I think the majority of like your problems will come from the offer, because if you have a good offer, everything else is very easy to fix, right? But offer is like kind of like the hardest things to fix. He makes the point that if you sell under $100, you should sell directly, which I completely agree. Completely agree. Also, there are products that are like a little bit more sophisticated that you need to explain them more for in order for people to buy. For example, if you sell like a cup, it's very easy to sell a cup on Facebook, because people go on Facebook, see it's a cup, they know what it is, they know what they do. However, if you sell like an online course or something else that is also like low price, you need to explain the thing. You need to explain what is it, what it will do. So the longer the marketing argument that you need to make to convince somebody to buy, the higher the cost per purchase will be. And this is just the rule of thumb. Right? If you're selling something more complicated, you need very good copywriting, not just to convince somebody, but to explain it what it is, right? If you're selling a book, let's say on the simplest example on how to lose belly fat, and this book is like costs like $19, it's gonna be very easy purchase. However, if you're selling this book for like 200, you need to build up the emotions of your future buyer, and you need to explain why they need to buy it immediately. Not all the products are good to be sold directly, but I sold products up to 1,000 directly from a sales page, and it worked. Not always, but I have some good success with like higher, more expensive products. Of course, the strategies to sell those products are completely different, and marketing campaigns are somehow more sophisticated. In terms of like what traits the campaign needs to have, for example, without urgency, it's very hard to sell a higher ticket product. I and by high ticket in this case, I talk about 400 to 1,000. For example, five, below 500, it could be like a, oh yeah, that's a cool purchase, I'm gonna make it immediately. However, the more expensive people start just like justifying the cost and so on. Okay, the thing that annoys me the most, I believe he has a point. A lot of people believe that Facebook ads work for like cheaper products. I think it's like much easier to run campaigns for a cheaper product in terms of like setting the ads, getting conversion, but it's much harder to stay profitable with these types of products. However, a lot of people have the belief that Facebook ads doesn't work about B2B offers. And just people think like if somebody is like business to business, they won't spend time on Facebook or Instagram. And so what are you doing with your life if you're not spending time on Facebook or Instagram? I think it's like one of the biggest platforms. I think no matter what, it's like very hard to generalize it, but no matter what type of offer you have, um, there are people on Facebook that are gonna spend money for this type of offer. So I've sold like things that are more expensive, as I told you earlier, and Facebook ads work. Just like the strategy behind it is different. The funnel is a little bit more sophisticated. We might need to ask people to take a little bit more steps before they convert. However, Facebook ads work for very expensive products. Facebook ads work for B2B. I've been in B2B. And the mistake with B2B, business to business, that people make is they try to appear very professional. Like they try to talk, they try to craft their ads like in a super professional way, which doesn't always work well, which doesn't always end well. Because when people are on Facebook ads, they're there to connect with friends. Like they're personally browsing and scrolling their Facebook feed. It's not like the whole company that you're trying to sell to is gonna sit together on like the conference room and they're just gonna scroll social media together and they're gonna look for like your B2B ad to click on. It's not how it works. It's how people this is how people like scroll ads. They're gonna sit on their couch. They're gonna be after work. If you're selling, let's say, to like a big tech CEO, he's gonna go after work and he's gonna like open Instagram to talk to a girl, for example. Right? So this is just reality. Or if this is like Ben Heat and you wanna target Ben Heat with some of your ads, he's gonna like I'm not sure what's the deal with Ben Heat if he has a family or whatever. He's gonna open Facebook Ads Manager to message his wife or like whatever, and that's how you're gonna get him. But he's gonna be on social media. Your people are on social media. Your audience is on social media. You just don't know how to approach it properly. That's the whole idea behind it. So he's pitching us his. I'm not sure if this is a myth. Um, I think it used to be like 20%. So maybe 20% is the more accurate number. However, I'm not sure if somebody believes they can scale ads just by 10%. I'm not sure, guys. Let me know in the comments if you believe like any of this is a myth. I don't care about the learning phase. Who cares about the learning phase? That's not me for sure. Yeah, it's gonna exit the learning curve or it won't exit the learning curve. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters when increasing the budget, are you gonna be able to sustain the same cost per result, the same cost per go? Is it gonna, are you gonna get a much higher cost per conversion? That's the question. It's not like the learning phase. Nobody cares about the learning phase. I don't care, at least. Nobody pays their bills with the learning phase on Facebook, right? We care about conversions. Okay, it's not just like how you increase the budget. In many cases, you can go from like $50 to, let's say, $1,000 per day if you believe you have a hot offer. So the question you need to ask yourself, is the market big enough to sustain the scale? Because I made this mistake many times. I've done marketing for like online courses. This is like my main bread and butter for my service, my Facebook ad service. And in many cases, the market that I was trying to target was like way too big. Like I was spending way too much money to target the market. There isn't a chance in the world that there will be like that many buyers that will pick the product at that point. So this is something that you need to ask. Like if you have something that works, go ahead and scale it like crazy. Go ahead and scale it like crazy. Just try duplicating the ad set with whatever budget you feel like. For example, if you have a campaign that's work at 50, duplicate the ad set at, let's say, at 200 at like or 500 and see how it's gonna work out. But like the hard part with Facebook ads, the hardest part with Facebook ads, I'm gonna give you the truth, is to just like find out an offer that works, find out ads that work, and like learning how to manage your Facebook ads at a profit. Once you figure those things out, once you have like a winning ad, a winning offer, once you know how your Facebook ads like work, right? Go ahead and scale this to infinity because this is just the case. On Facebook ads, or just like in business in general, in the social media world, we have a limited window of opportunity, right? I had an online course, and the online course was just like there was like a trend about the online course. I was working with like this YouTube agency, and they were doing like uh, courses for YouTubers, and my job was to do the marketing for the course. The Facebook ads for the course was like one of my tasks. So I went crazy scaling. I went crazy scaling because I knew that in a few months it's all over, and it happened in a few months the whole product died out, and so ever since then we cannot like bring it back to the market because there is no trend. So if you catch like a micro trend, or if you see something that's working, go crazy with it. Go crazy with it. Uh, in the most of my days, in my best Facebook ad day, I was spending $40,000 per day on ads because I was going crazy. And this is just like one product. This is not like 11 products that I'm spending like 40 grand. And I did this for a client. I don't want to say here and say that I'm spending my own 40 grand on like Facebook ads. This is not the case, but probably I should do it. I'm not sure if like learning phase is something that we should discuss even here in this video. It's something that I don't think is like that relevant. A lot of people are concerned with the learning phase. However, the number one thing that you should be concerned is the return on ad spend. That's the only one thing you should be concerned. Like even if like I'm running an ad and if it says like your ad is in a learning phase, if it says like whatever disclaimers I get, if I still see profitable return on ad spend, I'm just gonna keep on running this campaign. I'm gonna run this campaign until like it breaks. And when I see the ROAS breaking, I'll just like stop the campaign, the ad set, the ad, whatever. I don't think this is a myth. I don't think somebody cares about learning phase. Probably people who are running ads and they're actually running ads, spending money on ads, they won't care about the learning phase. This is just my opinion. I agree. I agree. Some people need to do retargeting. I still do retargeting. Like on some cases, in some cases, I don't do it. It depends. It depends on what I'm trying to achieve. For example, for my personal goals and my clients right now, if it's like a Facebook ads will do the remarketing for me. However, if I believe it's like a more sophisticated product, if I believe the product needs more time to consider and just to like make your mind to purchase it, to like download it to whatever, to just like book a call or just like set remarketing ads. And the remarketing ads might have like a different messaging. If my ad, let's say, it's like my initial ad is like book a call or just like sign up for a webinar or just like download or just like whatever it is, I'm just gonna craft a different message for people who are more into the brand I'm marketing or like into the product or whatever, into the service, if that makes sense. Yeah, I believe like if you run ads for followers or whatever people follow you for, so it's like very nuanced. It's a thin line between somebody who is a buyer and somebody who is a follower. A follower might not be a buyer. So if you're using Facebook ads, just start with the end goal. If your end goal is to like make purchases, optimize your campaigns for purchase. If your end goal is to drive calls for your like salespeople, optimize your ads for like for this. Don't do like ninja stuff like trying to get followers because there is Facebook ads know who is just a follower. Facebook ads know who is just a buyer. So when you use like different optimization, different ads show to different people. A buyer might not be a follower. I might buy something from your store or I might book a call with you, but I'll never like subscribe to your Instagram or your or like your page if that makes any sense. So use your end goal. This is the rule of thumb. I believe this is true because a lot of people will make a purchase or they will take the action based on fame. So if something is famous, they're just gonna do it. If it's like, even if it's like a complete garbage, they're just gonna do it. And here I'm just gonna give you a very simple example. Imagine you is trying to sell a soccer ball, right? You're trying to sell a soccer ball, and just let me show you a picture of a soccer ball. And you have the best soccer ball to sell, right? This ball is like the best ball in the world, right? So this is the ball. It's amazing. Like best materials, best quality, best ball in the world. And you're gonna give it your best to sell this ball. What's gonna happen in, and imagine like you have a competition with Cristiano Ronaldo, and you're both competing on who's gonna sell more soccer balls. Like he's the famous football player in the world. But Cristiano Ronaldo will have the disadvantage. He's gonna have the worst soccer ball. Who do you think is gonna sell more soccer balls? Do you think you're gonna outsell Cristiano Ronaldo's? Even his soccer ball is like 10 times worse than yours. I don't think that's happening. No matter what you do, you can like sell your soul to the devil. You won't be able to outsell Cristiano Ronaldo in soccer balls because he has the fame. He has the like, the followers, whatever you want to call it. This is just the reality behind it, right? Unfortunately, this is the reality. More followers, more likes, more subscribers means better credibility, and at the end of the day means more conversions. This is just the world that we live in. And it doesn't, like, followers doesn't mean quality, doesn't mean it's just gonna fulfill your better your like wishes as a consumer better. It just means more fame. Yeah, I agree. I agree. If you are looking for sales, optimize for sales. If you're looking for leads, optimize for leads. Don't go into the traffic campaigns because they're just like endless money pit hole. They're just like a bunch of people on Facebook ads, on Facebook, on Meta or whatever. They just click on stuff. And whenever you optimize your ads for traffic, Facebook will show your ads exactly to the people who click but never buy. So be aware of this. It's a it's very hard to get even a single sale out of a click campaign, and this is just the reality. Yeah, I think he said it the best. If you want sales, optimize for sales. Yeah, that's not the case. That's not the case, man. If you cannot produce a video, just go with an image. Yeah, image in many cases will beat videos because like when you run a video ad, it shows some like weird placements such as reels, and whenever people are on reels and like browsing just like one of those funny videos, shorts or whatever they're called, I think Facebook and Instagram call those reels. People are not in the mood to like to do anything but just to like waste time, and then they don't care about anything. So I believe image ads always always run image ads, always test image ads because they're faster to produce. If you want to see my philosophy on ad creation, go to my channel. And watch. Let me show you what video. I made a video on how to create ads. How to create ads, and I think it's like one of the best videos on YouTube. And I don't say it because I made it, but I say it because I believe so. So if you go to the live section on my YouTube channel, this is the video. It's called "Why Ugly Ads Work Better in 2025," and just watch it. Just watch this video. I believe it's gonna make a night and day difference in your ad account. And yeah. This was what's happening in the Facebook ads world right now. Probably I should end this live stream. Make sure you go to my YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing these lives weekly, although nobody's watching, but I don't really care. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and let me stop this stream.